Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right, go ahead.
Yep. There's the banjo. I was born totally blind, and through some risky surgery, I got maybe 10% vision corrected. When I was about 3, my parents had a 1938 floor model Philco radio. That was one of the early radios. And as a little kid, I would go searching around the dial on the radio till I found certain music stations. And I think I was maybe 3 or 4 when my dad bought me a flutophone, and I kind of learned how to play that thing. It was a simple little instrument, and I learned how to play some tunes on it. And I guess that was the start of the whole thing. When I went to school, I took piano lessons and violin lessons, and I played trombone in our school dance band and all that kind of stuff. And of course, took the piano tuning course in high school. Played in a couple of bands after I got out of high school and was in college. I'm the only guy who legitimately invaded a sorority suite at Penn State because they asked me to tune their piano for them. I don't see things in the detail that you do. For example, if I look at you, I can't tell anything about your face or anything like that, or your hair color from this distance. Seeing has a whole lot to do with understanding. It doesn't have a thing to do with your vision. So I can see a pretty great distance, but I can't tell you what's in there. The prejudice is most people think you're incapable. They're either amazed, or wow, he can do all this kind of stuff. Or they think to begin with you're not capable. Those are the 2 common reactions to someone like me. Well, there are several issues. The technology is wonderful, but most blind people are unemployed. Our unemployment rate is probably 80%. So they can't afford that stuff. They can't afford the money identifiers or the audio stuff to read is free. But a lot of the helpmates that have come out technological for blind people can't be afforded by most blind people at this point. The cost is phenomenal. To get speech packages for computers and stuff like that, it's phenomenal. "2,000 years ago, Jesus' disciples asked him about a guy who was blind sitting outside the temple. And you have to remember, in Jewish society then, if you were blind, you didn't even have a name. You couldn't go to the temple, you couldn't participate at all. And here sits this blind guy, and his disciples say, is this guy blind because he sinned or because his parents sinned? And Jesus' answer was neither. He's blind because this is God's way of having his works shown, And that's how you have to look at it. Had I not been blind, I would have never gotten the education I did. My parents couldn't have afforded it. Had I not been blind, I don't think I would be, I don't think I would have learned all the ways to get around limitations that I know, So in a way, for me, it's been a gift.